Okay, when I take a look at your pages here, I like the color. I like the color choices. I'm not sure about this about way this is placed here. It's kind of random. I'll maybe put it over here on the right. I don't know. We still have to put a navigation bar for that. But there's some things I want to give you some suggestions on as well. So, this is uploaded correctly. Though you didn't put it in the about page, you created it on the home page, so we'll make changes there. So let's take a look here. So the first thing, let's look at your master page. Master page is set up correctly. You probably don't want to have the about listed on the master page because this is going to appear on every page. Okay, and I'll show you what I mean. First of all, we don't want to rename this about. We want to keep this named home. Home page is your index page. We want you to create about page by clicking on this little plus sign, and you insert a page. You name it about. Okay. Now, notice on the home page it'll say about, and on the new about page it says about. So that's where that master page, you probably don't want that there. Okay. Um, Now with that said, then you want to move both of these over. Now what I would do is, you're not using column guides. You definitely should use column guides and ruler guides just like you do in InDesign and Illustrator. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go back here and right click on the about page. If you're on the Mac, control click, page properties. I'm going to change the columns to 2. A lot of times on this I usually do 5 columns, to tell you the truth, because I might be adding some graphics and things like that. So I'm going to cut this out. I'm going to paste this over. As you can see here, what I want to do is I'm just going to resize this to fit. It automatically puts the gutter size in there nicely. So I would definitely use the column guides to really help you out on that. I do think the body text, as we take a look here, as you bring this over, if I open the text panel, the leading, the line spacing is a little light. So I would definitely increase it up to 150%. And I would do that for all your line height. That's what the leading, that's just like the same term in InDesign and Illustrator and all like that. Just because when you do that, it makes it easier to work with, or to read, not work with, read. So, and I would do that with everything with that. The other thing I noticed, Pittsburgh is spelled wrong. Got to put that H in at the end of the Art Institute of Pittsburgh. What I probably would do is something like this, especially with your name of the companies. I would probably have you bold the Art Institute, and then I would probably, anytime I have dates, I like to italicize it just like you did over here. So let's keep that consistent. So you have it over here italicized, so let's do that as well. I would definitely make sure you bold and italicize certain phrases in your paragraphs here, so that way it brings out the most important part of what they're trying to catch in. And anything you over here that you think in any of the paragraphs that you need to, make sure you increase that, or bold it in that. Your contact information, you can leave that there, but you're going to have a contact page, so you might have that on a different page. I think you need to add some visual. So where you have software experience, a lot of people, a lot of designers tap into their design. And what I'm thinking about, what you might want to do is, like for example, here under skills, they list out a bar chart and they explain, hey, Photoshop, InDesign, I have this much experience. Or what you do, instead of doing like a skills page like this, some people do like a percentage, or like here they're doing something a little bit different. Or you bring over the icons. You go out there and find Adobe icons and bring that in instead. Something to just add a little more visual to break it up. There's some different examples out there that you can take a look at that kind of showcases graphic design, portfolio, resumes, some different things out there you might want to take a look at for that part. So I think something like that will definitely help add visual to that. So we're going to increase the leading on all your text. You got to move that to the new page. Okay. Just make some, and especially up here, I would definitely go up here and bold this, and If you're using a different color, you might use that color, but I think you're just using black and gold. So